I would put it on the bun. You could fit the pickles. You could put pickles in the pickles.
You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on.
Some onions.
Pickle chicken sandwich.
Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions,
I like the pipe.
made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please, go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know what?
Man,
I want to
fuck that.
teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunyan rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey,
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. Be like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
it's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too.
Hello and welcome to the rabbit hole. You are just in time, and we are two of the J&T baggers. Little Whitey's not here today because, well, he didn't go to the movies with us, so he's on punishment. And punishment? Punishment. That's alright. But, God damn it. I'm like, there's a lot of emotions going on and shit. It's been almost a week since we saw it too. Recording this.
Almost a week. I think it was on Thursday.
Yeah. So yeah, 5 days,
Yeah,
and
so
we're
even a
still,
week, yeah.
and we're still like
Still
in a
picking
gush,
through it.
and still like. Well,
Letting
to
it
be
settle
fair,
in.
we haven't hung out since that night, and it was fucking. It was 12:30 when we got out of the theater.
And I don't talk to people about it that they haven't seen it. You know what I mean? I feel really weird.
Yeah. So, basically spoilers ahead. But before we get into that, we want to thank Mr. John Frickin Smith for his lovely album, or for his lovely song, Yours to Keep, that you've heard at the beginning. From the album,
Songs of the Great Collapse.
yes, which can be found at johnfrickinsmith.com. Head there for yourself and check it out. And speaking of John Frickin Smith, we'll let him tell you what's coming up next.
Some movies suck and some are great, but our reviews are always late reviews with the boys from Just in Time.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for that sexy ass intro. I don't know why. I always struggle to find the word intro for some reason. Well, I know why. Because we've been smoking like savages for the last few hours here, and gushing, trying to find a point where to start. And for this particular late review, I think we're just gonna go with a simple, just like a simple pros and cons, because it's hard to just go through this. To go through the whole story of this sumbitch would be just too much pain, honestly. It would hurt too much, and we would get too excited and probably punch holes in the wall. So we'll start with cons. Obviously, the spoilers ahead. Again, if you're one of the 5 people in the fucking world, if you're on the rookie bandwagon right now and you didn't go see Avengers Endgame, yes, that's the late review. Rookie's a little bitch. Rookie is a bitch. We're saying it right now. You say it too.
Well, see, the only reason why I want to watch it because I do not want anybody spoiling it, because you know how nowadays it is. You got commercials, you got fucking phones, you got fucking people. You know what I mean? Come on. I only want to watch it because that way nobody could ruin it for me, because I've been waiting for it for so long. You know? But, I mean, if you waited this long and I guess you really don't care for it then. You know? Or you probably don't have time. I don't know. Where you? But yeah. Let's go with the cons. there's a lot of holes. A bunch of holes. Like, okay, when Thor went back in time and he took Mjolnir from that time, what about Mjolnir from that time? Did just get kidnapped? Or is there a duplicate? Or what's going on here?
I think the only thing they could explain was that there's like a time branch off, but that he's, by staying on the main continuity and just going forward, he hasn't affected it because that timeline keeps playing out as it were, like as it was going, as it was always meant to.
It goes back to
it goes back to normal
alternate timeline. Or?
Yeah, but no, it goes back to normal, like playing out how it was. But I guess there's an alternate branch off timeline that could be visited at any point. Basically, I know. I'm not gonna act like I know what's going on here, because it's also a con for me that the story wasn't the most well put together story. It wasn't They pretty much gave you like 5 different explanations on time travel that all varied. They really were different explanations that didn't really tell you.
They kind of contradicted each other.
Usually a movie that deals with something like this picks kind of one rule and follows that one rule. This movie did not. They pretty much told you all the rules and then were like, yeah, but we're not going to actually follow any of those rules.
They break every single one of them.
Yeah, and we're just going to say that none of those rules apply.
Yeah, from the very beginning, because once you visit it, that timeline, you go back to that alternate. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's where I was like, wait, how about I just watch and see how this plays out, okay? And then I'll gradually pick it up. I'm pretty sure I'll understand it, but I didn't.
No, they're like I don't know if there was supposed to be butterfly. They didn't fully say if there was going to be butterfly effect type stuff or if it was just going to be. I don't know. I think they just wanted to avoid the whole like everything being changed off of one little snag away or something. Cause I mean, you remove it from any Infinity Stone from any past situation, and you could alter that situation greatly. But I guess that's where the time branch off plays into effect. Which is weird, because if they could just time travel like that, why didn't they travel back to it like right after Vision was created and just bring him forward? I mean, it worked for Thanos. They were able to bring him forward, and you know, yeah. Another weird con was the well, I guess it wasn't that weird, but it was weird. The entanglement with Nebula and her past self. That pretty much gave it away to Thanos.
Yeah, that ratted out, yeah, of what they were doing. And then Thanos, that's when he got super greedy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be patient. He just went right through.
Yeah.
Through time to pick it and to fucking finish it.
Another con for me was that the Hulk didn't get his true rematch.
Mm-hmm. Or that the Hulk wasn't in the 4. It would have been awesome if they had 4 in there.
Yeah, what do you mean 4?
Yeah, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hulk right there just bashing on that motherfucker.
Yeah, but yeah, that disappointed me. But I guess there's a slight explanation that because it was explained pretty much when they went to the Battle of New York for the first Avengers. Remember, he's walking around pretending to smash things. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't even really be convincing in it. Mm-hmm. And I guess my theory, I haven't actually heard this one, but my theory is that he's because Banner's personality is taken over, he's not angry, and he's not violent. That's why he's signing autographs and taking pictures with bitches and shit. He's a doctor. He's a nerd now.
And the Hulk's body?
Yeah, he might have the Hulk's body and his strength, but the Hulk's main strength comes from his anger. Mm-hmm. So in a battle, Bruce Banner's still useless because his brain isn't
Basically, the Hulk's just protecting Bruce Banner after that.
Yeah, because the Hulk's brain or Bruce Banner's brain isn't wired to be just constantly angry and getting angrier and angrier to grow his strength and to fucking keep bashing and shit.
Yeah.
So in effect, he probably would have gotten his ass whooped even worse if he went after Thanos.
Very true.
But I wanted to see a rematch just because he got his ass beat in Infinity War. Like in the first 5 minutes of Infinity War, Hulk was laid out flat with green blood coming out of his fucking nose.
Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Yeah, strongest Avenger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to look for another con, and honestly, I think those were my biggest cons right there. That a very fucking weird time travel type of concept of a story that wasn't very well explained, and I think their purpose was to try to just confuse you into thinking into just letting go. I think that's really what they wanted you to do, is just like stop. You can't time travel in real life at all, period. So stop trying to make rules for it.
Yeah.
Which is, that still counts as a con. I'm not saying that still counts as a con for me. But I can't find many other cons after that, though. Honestly, I a lot of the rest of it I was actually pretty happy with, to be honest, for the most part. I didn't, the time travel, the Nebula thing, it kind of just irked me, but it also was one of those like, it drives the story, it gives them a villain again, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah.
And, but aside from that, aside from those kind of things though, I wasn't, any other cons for you there? I couldn't really find too many other ones. The time travel thing was always going to be a big issue though. No matter how you go about it, you're going to create some plot holes, and that their method of doing it wasn't one that was going to be like as airtight as possible. Their method was just like, let's just shotgun blast all the rules and hope that you forget most of them by the end of this movie.
Yeah.
To be fair, I kind of did though. By the end of it, I didn't care anymore.
Really care anymore. I'm like, they got him. You keep up. It's a game of keep away right now.
Yeah. By the time shit came together, it was just like whatever. I don't even care how you guys got me to this point.
And they stopped him every time he got so close to. He even put the glove on, and then he tried to snap, and they fucking webbed him up.
So we're into the pros.
Yeah.
The beginning was actually okay. The very, very beginning was the most predicted part on the internet. Was the Hawkeye turning into Ronin. Everybody knew that was gonna happen. Even when they were showing shots of him with the family and shit on the trailers, it was like, there's no way his whole family survived. There's no way all of them survived. Maybe just his daughter. And I was hoping maybe that's what was going on, was like his daughter survived and he was teaching her to shoot the bow. But no, they went for full on, like, let's just take this character who's been through so much already, who had a secret family tucked away, convenient, and let's just snap them all gone. Instantly. Let's just show that right away. Let's just get you right back into the same mood that you left Infinity War in. That's what they did. That's why they did that, I think. Mm-hmm. To bring up right back all those emotions of like seeing a character turn around and see dust where a family member was. And it was fucked up for him because it was the whole family. What happened to half?
That fight.
Yeah, what happened to half? But yeah, and him becoming Ronin, of course, going on a killing spree and shit. That was also pretty predicted and shit. But, you know, it had to happen. It had to happen. But and it was a pro to me just because it did bring you right back into that same kind of like mindset that Infinity War left you in. Okay, another con was that Captain Marvel rescued Tony Stark. I know that's a tiny one, but I didn't fool it. You know what I don't like is the hair. I didn't like that her hair was just blowing in the breeze while she's in space. What happened to having to have the little helmet thing on or whatever?
Very true.
Like, I understand
she got super strong.
Yeah, but she still had to use the thing underwater, though. At least on her movie.
Didn't she have a helmet when she was destroying the ship?
Yeah, she did. She did. Now, a pro, especially involving Captain Marvel, was how they handled her. That she rescues, the Benatar or whatever and brings it back to Earth. But then she says, like, her best line in that movie, I'm probably not gonna be back for a long time. I almost fucking cheered. Like, okay, hell yeah. And even Rocket, like, what are you gonna do, get another haircut? she did get a haircut, I guess, and she wasn't going for some kind of feminine. Well, yeah, it looked like some kind of feminist haircut. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Girl. Yep.
Yeah, girl
butch.
Power.
She went butch.
Yeah.
Oh, I was butch.
She doesn't share that thing with anybody. She always has the strap on. Yeah. But the fact that she wasn't, I was just hoping that she wasn't gonna be I'm gonna come in and take over leadership and I'm the new captain. I'm your captain now. I was hoping to not have to see that meme of her looking at fucking Steve Rogers and just, I'm your captain now. No, bitch.
Take orders from me.
Yeah. Instead,
no.
she pops up in a hologram taking orders from Black Widow. So I actually, I applauded that part. Well, I couldn't actually do it because they would have called us sexist or something. But I liked that. I liked that she was, she knew her place amongst the Avengers, I guess. I don't know. But then, another fucking, I almost started just going through the whole story and shit. I'm just looking at pros.
Avengers.
Pros. Huh?
Simple.
Yeah, simple pros, man.
I think he
Fat
said
Thor.
Yeah, Fat Thor was awesome.
Fat Thor was probably my favorite thing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get a fucking fake blonde beard probably for Halloween and just go nuts.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah, like that whole fucking even the way they got him back into the fight or whatever with the whole fucking there's beer on the ship.
Oh,
What kind?
That's what roped him in. I was like, fuck yeah.
It was awesome. He went full Viking, like you said. He went full Viking. It was hilarious to me. I loved it. Fucking Rocket was also cool, dude. He was a ball of emotions and shit, man.
He held it together pretty good too.
Him and Nebula holding hands was like a little special moment there. Just like, wow, they both just thinking. It's one of those ones that I'll admit, dude, I've been saying it. We've been into the Marvel movies lately. We've watched them all, right? Yeah. Fucking, we made sure to catch up on them and retouch up on all of them. Fucking leading up to this one. So just seeing some of those little moments, that's another pro. Some of those little moments, the little payoff moments that they gave you, and some of the little like just the interactions, some of them. Especially upon like any characters that reunited. Tony Stark's reaction when he first came back to Earth of like being pissed off at Steve Rogers kind of threw me off. Like, wait, hold on. Weren't you the one that didn't make the phone call in Infinity War? You punk bitch. Remember that shit? Bruce Banner told him fucking, dude, call him. Oh, well, Steve and I aren't on speaking terms. We broke up. The Avengers are toast. You had the phone and his number. You could have got him into the fight a lot sooner.
Yeah, he wasn't part of that when they cut off Thanos' head. He wasn't part of that group.
No, I don't think he was.
It was, yeah, there was Captain Marvel in it.
Well, if he was part of that group, he didn't do anything or nothing important because everybody was part of that group. He might have been part of the group. We'd have to watch it again, I think.
No, because even that's when he got back and he was like being all fucking like, hell no, not doing shit with you guys no more. And then he leaves. And then that's when fucking
I think they went and got him. I think he did that one last mission or whatever to go get Thanos, and then did his own thing.
Oh yeah, I think somebody popped out of the floor, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Some shit. I'm almost positive he was there, part of that assault. It happened so fast.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I'll give props to how fast that happened though. Like, it was just like Captain Marvel does a quick recon. All of a sudden she's got him in a headlock. Fucking Thor comes in just like a douche out of hell with that fucking axe. And he chops off Thanos' hand so fucking smooth and swift and fast that it almost like it threw me off like Disney. Whoa. Purple blood all over the place. He's bleeding. Thanos was fucked up already too. Like, he even said it nearly killed him fucking using the stones to destroy the stones. And then as soon as he makes that explanation, just boom, head off. That was... And the best line too. What have you done? I went for the head.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I love that shit. That was another one of those just like fucking Thor. He went for the head, okay. And now he's probably pretty pissed. Well, yeah, that's when we got Fat Thor. God damn it. But seeing Cap get his shield back officially, that was beautiful. The fact that it was a rat that brought Scott Lang back from the quantum realm, instead of all the weird things that were being theorized, like he went through a time vortex and fucking
Popped himself out.
yeah, like he's in 1985 or some shit. Like, after all that shit, it was just a rat brought him back. A rat just happened to land on the right button and fucking brought him out of the quantum realm. I love that.
Carrying his suit in a wagon. Like fucking walking and like, what the fuck's going on?
That was fucking... That shit was... Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. That shit.
Oh, he was Giant Man in that army battle.
Yeah.
And then fucking that was a fucking war.
Seeing Loki again for at least a brief second, that made me tear up almost. Just like, oh.
Look, he's a douche.
The little sentimental moment between Tony Stark and his dad. There was some parental issues getting worked out there. Because Thor got to work out some stuff with his mama. Iron Man got to work out some shit with the dad.
Felt really bad for Steve Rogers when he had to step away from the fucking window. Like, yep.
Wait, which part?
Steve Rogers when he stepped away from the office window. Back in like 1970.
Oh.
When he saw Peggy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yep, buddy, sorry, gotta go.
Yeah. Saw that she had his little picture framed up and shit.
Yeah.
And it was a picture of small him.
Yeah.
She liked him for him. Not because he looked... Oh, you remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 90s for you right there, buddy.
Yeah, that movie made me choke up a couple times. Like, oh, that fuck's fucked up.
Professor Hulk was pretty funny.
Yeah, that shit was badass.
He was corny, but he was funny.
No, it was great, dude. Yeah, dude, it was like a fucking... like a kind of like a dad, famous dad or some shit like that, dude.
He almost acted dumb, but was still a professor and all smart and shit. Where it was weird, but it was great.
Actually, when he fucking hit that switch twice, when he tried to bring Steve Rogers back, I was like, nah, I know what he did. After the first time he didn't come back, I was like, oh, this is fool's fucking dude. This one decided to stay with fucking Peggy. That shit was awesome.
Yeah. Now let's just get to my favorite pro of the whole movie. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, my second favorite pro probably led up to the big favorite pro. But when Thor goes back in time to the Dark World fucking moments and shit, and he brings back Mjolnir, right then and there, I knew my favorite moment was about to happen. I knew it was gonna happen at some point, because all I kept thinking was there's no way he needs both. He doesn't need an axe and a hammer. He's already got a hammer on the other side of the axe.
And he used them both, too.
He did. But then came that moment. The moment that they teased back in Age of Ultron, when Captain America tried to pick that sumbitch up and it nudged just that little baby bit. And everybody's heart sank for a second like, oh shit, he's for real. He's almost there. What's keeping him from being worthy? Apparently some Winter Soldier shit and like all the other stuff that happens. Because that motherfucker, he didn't just lift it. It flew to him. He called it and it was...
He didn't spin it, did he?
Yes, he did.
He spun it too, huh?
He didn't fly with it, but he spun it.
Crazy.
And the lightning was shooting off of it, and he'd used it to fight Thanos.
And the shield too.
That was the money shot for me right there. Cap with the scales on his fucking armor, with the goddamn shield and the Mjolnir. I honestly could have left the theater right in that moment. Just like, I don't even need to see the rest of this fight. I'm happy with just that moment right there. And then the fact that fucking Thanos had a badass sword. Holy shit.
Yeah, they couldn't break that either. No. I was like, somebody's gonna shatter that. Nobody shattered that. Iron Man was gonna blow that shit up. That fucking Thor was gonna crack that shit. That fucking Captain America was gonna, like, at least fucking fling it out of his hands.
Nothing. They couldn't. But then, and what it did to the shield, holy shit. Holy ass bullshit. It looked like a fucking aluminum can after a dog just ripped it in half or something. Holy shit.
I think it was cut in half. It wasn't fucking...
But the true piece de la resistance moment. The moment that 11 years worth of buildup was really leading to. And the whole fucking, we're in the Endgame now. 14,605,000. Yes, I remember that number. And 1 out of 14,605,000. When Cap's sitting there with that half a shield, and Mjolnir in the other hand, and he looks upon Thanos, who's still got his double sword, and his army behind him is the entire army. And suddenly fucking a bunch of sling ring holes start opening up. That was the most beautiful moment when just like, oh shit, it's going down. And just everyone. If they've been in one of the movies and you've seen them fight somebody and they didn't die, you saw them in this moment. All the returnings. In just grand fashion. And Doctor Strange had the nerve to even say, is that everyone?
Yeah.
You want more?
Yeah, he popped out a bunch. People were super happy for Spider-Man.
A little too happy considering we already knew his movie was coming. His movie's fucking like a month away or some shit.
Falcon was in there.
Falcon had the best part. He was the first one, huh?
Yeah.
On your left. That moment right there, like, well, all that and then Cap finally getting to complete that sentence. Avengers, assemble. See, when everybody came out of the damn sling ring holes, and Cap looking at everybody coming in, motherfuckers in the theater start clapping. Me and Korn sat there and waited, and then Korn left me on an island. Because when Cap said Avengers assemble, I went into full applause, and I was by myself. The guy next to me was like, "What in the fuck is your problem?" He didn't say it, but I could tell by the look. Also, he didn't want to look at me too hard because he might get his ass kicked in front of his girlfriend over a superhero movie. You don't want to have to tell that story. Yeah, no, this nerd was in there clapping, and I looked at him like, what the fuck? Next thing I know, I woke up and he was walking away with my gal. I mean, like, she didn't date him or anything like that. He was just like showing her to the car. Just like, get out of here.
I did like how the fucking band still had the horn. Like a cucaracha, like a cucaracha.
Yeah.
Sick.
I love that whole moment right there. Honestly, someone even said like they were hoping, like they thought for a second, like after he said Avengers Assemble, like they were just gonna cut it and that was just gonna be the end of the movie.
No.
Like
You can't do that.
No, but think about it. They could have.
Then what?
That's it. You just know that. I know that's what would have been fucked up.
Who wins?
Okay.
Those are them.
If they had no more movies ever planned again, they could have just done that. Because it would have been just a beautiful poster moment. All that lineup. But no, instead they gave the nerds what they really wanted. They gave the fans what they were waiting for. And they gave us an all-out... They gave us the real Infinity War. And my god, was it a war. Now, let's be real. There's another con in there. And it's not a con, it's a half con. Let's call it a co. A crow, if you will. So it's a pro and a con. That cheesy fucking moment. We gotta mention it, Gorn.
Was Scarlet Witch, like, dusted too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was dusted, crying over Vision. Yeah, she was like happy to be dusted though. Well, she wasn't happy when she came back. But that cheesy fucking moment, man. When how conveniently Captain Marvel picks up the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. And luckily she didn't put it on, but somebody said something like, you gotta get it all the way over there. And she gets just a football team of bitches around her. And of course she's the leader. But it was such a cheesy moment just because it was extremely forced. Like, you know, none of those characters actually want to be friends with each other.
Valkyrie, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, we're all just gonna, because she's a strong woman.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, we're gonna all jump on this board right over here.
The two girls from Wakanda.
Now, my immediate thought though, this is where it becomes a pro and a con though. It was a con because it was cheesy and forced as hell. But so were most of the other moments. Let's be real. So you don't get to Captain America holding what he was holding without some force. So if that force shot is what it takes, like I said, if that's the force, that what it takes to get that poster of all those female superheroes and put that on a little girl's wall, and she picks up a comic book and actually gets into the lore of comic books and fucking superheroes. Fuck it, you just created another fan, and you created more female fans. If that's what it takes, fuck it. Now, I will say this: I'm really glad they didn't go the other route, because there was that thought for a second, like, wait, if they just did a female gathering, are they gonna do
Yeah, black people.
a black?
Wow. Got fucking War Machine, fucking Falcon, T'Challa.
T'Challa. Yeah, you get Black Panther, his sister, his whole army, fucking, yeah, Falcon, the War Machine, Nick Fury, just running. I'm trying to think of other black guys that I can't. Would Gamora have to be in that group because she's played by a black girl? Conflictions.
That would be fucked up. You know, actually,
oh, you know, that little weenie guy. Oh, he wasn't an Avenger, though, or nothing cool.
when Drax came back too, I was like, eh.
He was just doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it at the end with Thor when he was leaving. He was like, we all know who the real leader is.
Yeah.
That was like actually awesome. And I like that fucking Steve Rogers got to stay with Peggy.
Yeah.
He probably deserved it.
Now, let's also talk to the fact that 2 snaps happened in this movie.
Yeah, weird.
Well, no, that's not weird, just because, you know, one snap to bring back all the love, and then the Tony snap that Honestly, that was a bit graphic. He was fucked up. But yeah, his final line was beautiful. Just simple. I am Iron Man. That was actually I like that. And the fact that Pepper didn't try to go through the whole "I love you" or "somebody help him." She's just like, it's all okay. You can rest now. Just like you can actually rest. You have provided that suit of armor around the world and protected. I'm not crying at all right now. So you can just shut the fuck up, Gordon.
His sister said she cried at that part. I teared up at the Captain America part. And it was sad too with Scarlet, but it was like a unity.
Oh, dude, that part really did sneak up on me though. Mm-hmm. Just yeah, that Black Widow piece really did like you knew. My God, I didn't think it was gonna be her. I just said it like that. I just say it like that. I didn't think that was. I didn't think they were gonna do that.
Yeah, that was her role to play the entire time, huh? That was kind of sad too.
Yeah, but I guess she was the one with the soul. You know, he no longer had a soul. I guess I don't know. It was really weird on that one. But yeah, okay. Now for another cheesy con. No pun intended. You'll understand why I said that. No pun part. The cheeseburger line. I will always come back to this cheeseburger line because it was so incredibly cheesy. Like it was a double cheese line, a double cheesy line. My God, what do you want to eat? Cheeseburger. Your daddy liked cheeseburgers. A lot of people like cheeseburgers, asshole. Like, it would have been weird if, if she would have said shawarma.
Yeah, shawarma.
That would have been the ultimate, like, your daddy likes shawarma. But they would have had to have been like Captain America sitting next to her and shit. You want something to eat? Some justice? Yeah, I want some shawarma. Your daddy likes shawarma. But, oh my God, Super Pro, I forgot, Super Pro of that movie, well, again having to do with Captain Marvel. First off, she made an entrance in that grand battle, and it was a hell of an entrance. She actually came in and just destroyed his fucking ship, Thanos' whole ship. Mm-hmm. She went through it like a missile. That's like her thing, I guess, is she just goes through things like a missile. Whatever, she's a torpedoes. But that wasn't actually the Super Pro. The Super Pro was when she had hold of that gauntlet and Thanos grabbed it and pulled the fucking Power Stone out and watched it power through his hand and just knocked that bitch from infinity to beyond. You never saw her come down. She just... It was like a fucking... like a cartoon punch. Just like she was in the next county. She was probably in another goddamn planet, possibly. Shit, he knocked that bitch. He literally knocked that bitch into next week. You didn't see her till the funeral. Shit. That was probably one of my favorite parts of that movie, to be honest. Just because Thanos was fucking savage through that whole fucking fight. Like, it wasn't the same kind of... He was savage in Infinity War, too. No. He fought without killing in Infinity War. He didn't... Think about how many people he didn't kill that he fought against. He killed Loki. Okay, he killed fucking Heimdall. But he didn't kill Thor. He didn't kill fucking any of the Guardians when they were fighting. Yeah, he dusted them later, but he didn't kill them when he was fighting them. He didn't even kill Doctor Strange when he was fighting him. He was about to kill Tony, but, Doctor Strange saved him. He didn't kill Cap when he went on Earth. He didn't kill any of those that came at him like that. Until the snap part. But on this one, he was trying to kill. He was definitely trying to kill. And yeah, that Power Stone punch to the dome, fucking Infinity Stone to Beyond punch was one of the most beautiful things I've seen in that shit. just because it was so fucking, it was just so simple. Oh, you know what, bitch? You want to take this? You know what I can do with one of these stones? Dink. Like I expected to see smoke coming from her feet as she flew away. And shit, just like
Boots fell off.
see a big old fucking cloud where she lands in a fucking faraway desert and shit. It was hilarious. But goddamn, it was a good fucking movie though. It was a nice fitting emotional close to fucking 11 years and 22 movies.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck, it was long as balls. Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad we got Monsters that night, man. Like, I was sipping on mine too. I was scared to chug the whole thing.
Nah, I sipped on mine.
Yeah, I was scared to chug because I didn't want to get up. Okay, let's talk about the theater experience. That's always part of our late reviews when we go to the movies. The theater experience. Well, you were the smart one. You went and got the tickets fucking a few hours ahead of time.
Fuck that shit. I wasn't gonna fuck this up.
So that was good that there were tickets available too. We didn't pre-order like the day before or weeks before or anything like that. The snack bar, there was no line, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Somehow 2 Monsters and a order of pretzel bites, which we found out were pretty fucking good. I don't know if you liked them, but I was grubbing those fuckers down.
Mm-hmm.
I could fuck.
Yeah, make it past the credits.
Yeah, those pretzel bites, and they were cold too by the time we got to sit down and actually eat them, but they were good. But those 2 Monsters and pretzel bites were cheaper than 2 soda and fucking popcorn. I still am tripping out on that. But they had us waiting like in a line outside of the theater room or whatever before for like 10 minutes before
and
we went
long
in.
enough to get like 3 games of fucking the claw in.
Yeah. God damn it, dude! I was so close to getting that Groot. Oh.
There's a Deadpool in there, wasn't there?
Huh?
No, there's a Daredevil. I wanted the Daredevil.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. Man, those games are rigged.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna extend out like that.
2-prong thing that opens up fucking like a snake mouth and shit. Just to grab a little ass stuffed animal. Like, you fucking asshole. Way to ruin accuracy. But well, shit, I forgot the whole reason I was even bringing up the theater experience even. Oh, just us sipping on... Oh, that's what it was. Was that fucking bear, man. That fucking bear. The Charmin. Yeah, the toilet paper. I'd never seen this before. This punk-ass motherfucking bitch-ass bear. Fucking brown son of a bitch. And I don't hate the color of his skin. I hate the color of his fur right now. Because the motherfucker pops up on the screen talking about last chance to go to the bathroom, and then proceeds to grab a big old pitcher of water and just start pouring it down in front of you, just like brrrr, making sure that if you had even a little tiny drop of piss in your bladder, it is now being forced to the tip of your urethra or whatever. God damn it! And like a minute later, I just hear fucking to my left, I think the bear won.
Yeah, I had to go pee.
That was probably the funniest part right there. It was right before the movie. Just hearing Cord just like, I think the bear won. And just fucking run off real quick.
I was fighting that bastard too. I was like, no, I don't have to. No, I don't have to. No, fuck it, I have to.
Yeah, at least he made it back just in time. Yeah. But yeah, overall, like if I were to give it a 1 out of 10, I'd probably, like 1 through 10, I'd probably give it like a good 7.5. Because story-wise, it's good. It would take away, but the fan service-wise, payoff-wise, it would end up getting like a 10. It was everything I pretty much wanted to see. So it may not have got there the way we thought it would get there, but
You got there.
fuck it, yeah. Like I said, by the time it got there, it was just like I don't even care what we had to do. We're here now, and we're seeing this. And those shots, those pieces were amazing. We'll probably never see a spectacle on that grand of a scale for a long time. especially not like in a superhero type setting, which was in the build up to it. I mean, like I said, 11 years, 22 movies, Jesus ass, and a 3-hour fucking. Can you imagine when that comes out on DVD and you go to watch Infinity War and Endgame back to back?
That's an entire day.
Whew. And actually, if you just watched all 4 Avengers movies, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But the story that you'd see just in watching those 4 movies, the advancement of each of those characters and shit, holy shit balls. Beautiful. And that is a signature send-off. A bit Lord of the Rings-esque with the, multiple endings, but they had to finish off a lot of story. And they did. And we enjoyed it. We left that theater quite giddy, to say the least. And I know we've had to keep quiet on spoilers. Hopefully by the time this comes out, if you haven't seen it, well, you would have. I said spoilers at the beginning, so fuck off. But yeah, we're gonna start up a goddamn campaign. We need to convince Rookie to catch back up on these Marvel movies. We may have to use physical force. I mean, I don't want to have to resort to that, but if
Strap him down to a chair like Robot Chicken.
yeah, and like do like some kind of Clockwork Orange style fucking holding open of his eyes. Did you ever see Conspiracy Theory?
Yeah.
Remember when they taped his eyes open?
Yeah.
We're gonna do that to Rook. And just force feed him Marvel for like 20 hours. He's just gonna go home and just like hate his wife or something like that. Not hit her, hate her. You never hear about that. Somebody just getting drunk and just going home and hating everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Don't let me have a bunch of kids, because I'm gonna be that asshole that goes out, gets drunk, and just comes home and clowns on my kids. Hey look, Daddy, I drew an elephant. What the fuck is that? That's not even funny, that's just mean. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Rookie should be with us. And yeah, if you didn't go see Avengers Endgame and you listened to all of this, go see it. What the fuck is your problem, weirdo? Rookie's a weirdo. That's why he's sitting out today, because he's weird. We straight told he tried to reschedule for Thursday. You saw that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Thursday. When does he think it's gonna be edited? This son of a bitch. He got a cold, crispy hell no, or God no, something like that. It was a definite hell no. But that was also because Corn and I had already planned on doing this here. So yeah, next week we'll plan on doing. There's gonna be a fucking battle, and next week I can tell you this: the celebrity or the top actor battle will be between